I am privileged to introduce the president of Loyola College in Maryland, the Reverend Brian Linnane of the Society of Jesus, to deliver closing remarks. Father Linnane.
One of my favorite things about graduation is wearing this medallion. I get a lot of appreciative comments as I come in to the auditorium. And today, one young woman asked me where she could get such a medallion. And I'm afraid that I have to tell you that it was a poker game at Jimmy Patzlow's house. And I was very lucky. But I want to offer my sincere congratulations to all the members of the class of 2009, both the graduates and the undergraduates. I know that I speak for the entire Loyola community when I say that I am very proud of each and every one of you. Your achievement on the 16th day of May, 2009, represents the culmination of many years of work and of study and hard work. You have given yourselves wholeheartedly to a rigorous program of study at Loyola College, and I pray that you will enjoy the fruits of those labors for many, many years to come. I want to thank Ron Hansen for his presence with us today and for his thoughtful and inspiring remarks. Mr. Hansen's life and career reflect the highest artistic and literary standards. His beautifully written novels and essays, which explore the human condition in such a sensitive manner, represent the Jesuit ideal, the high Jesuit ideal of eloquentia perfecta. I am delighted to welcome Ron Hansen into the ranks of Loyola alumni. And now that your studies have come to a conclusion, let me recommend some additional reading. Exiles, his recent book on the Jesuit poet Jared Manley Hopkins. It's a wonderful book, and now you have some free time. You should all pick up a copy. I also want to extend my congratulations and thanks to Carl Giulio, Dr. Thomas Landy, and our friends at Gallagher Services. As you know, Mr. Giulio's family is involved literally with the building of our college, and through the generations, they have supported this institution and its mission, and are wonderful supporters of what we try to do as a Jesuit and Catholic institution. I'm very grateful to Mr. Giulio, to his father, to his son, and to his entire family for their leadership in philanthropy and dedication to Loyola. Similarly, I want to thank Dr. Thomas Landy. I've known him for many, many years, since he was an undergraduate himself, and he has been steadfast in really trying to advance Jesuit mission and help faculties think about Jesuit mission. And certainly our own faculty here at Loyola have benefited from his efforts, and he certainly is a visionary leader in the area of Catholic higher education, and so is richly deserving of the Newman Medal, which honors persons who are dedicated in advanced Catholic higher education. And finally, our friends at Gallagher Services, who do so much also and engage our students in our community, but beyond that, reach out to those who are underserved. It's worth noting that the Gallagher, Patrick Gallagher, they're the actual family that was named after the Gallagher townhouses that you used to live in. Remember those? Mr. Gallagher has taken a long time to forgive me for changing the name to Ronner Village. But I'm very devoted to Father Ronner, as you'll see in a little bit. In these persons, we see abiding commitments to philanthropy, civic leadership, the Catholic intellectual life, and service to vulnerable and underserved persons. In all three, as well as in Mr. Hansen, we see outstanding examples of religious faith in action. I commend these persons to the class of 2009 as men and women you would do well to emulate and honor. Before we part, I hope that you will permit me one final reflection. I've been thinking a great deal about the tragedy that touched our campus during the final weeks of the academic year, and particularly about its meaning for our students. In addition to the tragic and senseless loss of life, I think that a foundational belief of many of our students has been shaken. For unlike the deaths of other young persons I have experienced, this one was a murder, and a murder in a place that many of us believe and experience to be the safest environment there is, within the family. It is common for parents and their children to express this belief as unconditional love, that mutual and selfless love, protection, and safety that can never be put into question. It is guaranteed. This belief was shaken. This belief in unconditional love from other persons is very comforting, and to have it called into question is no small matter. However, I have come to see that examining the notion of interpersonal, unconditional love is probably a good thing, in that it will lead us to a deeper understanding of the reality of the human condition. For, in fact, there cannot be unconditional love between persons. It's impossible. Only God offers us unconditional love. The love of humans, which is an extraordinary force in our lives as individuals and as communities, is necessarily conditioned because human persons are finite. We cannot be infinitely attentive to another person. We are limited by time, by space, and unfortunately, we are all affected by human weakness. This is not to say that we cannot love deeply and profoundly. We just cannot love unconditionally. Again, only God can do that. It is also not to deny that the desire for and openness to unconditional love is at the very heart of the human condition. Whatever else we want or need, we long to be accepted for exactly who we are, and to know that we are loved absolutely, even when we ourselves act in ways that are less than loving. This, it seems to me, describes the inescapable human drive toward transcendence, toward something that is more and greater than ourselves. It is the fundamental yearning for God and union with God that is at the very center of human experience. And we try to deny it, and we try to think that things and possessions might satisfy that desire, but it is only that God who offers us unconditional love. Your Jesuit Catholic education at Loyola College in Maryland has positioned you, whether you know it or not, to know and encounter this unconditional love we so desperately seek. And I am not speaking only of the philosophy and theology that we have marched our undergraduate students through. Today's graduates are surely aware, as we testify to their wisdom and advanced learning, that they do not know everything. And that indeed, our esteemed faculty combined does not know everything. We must acknowledge the limits of our learning and the limits of our capacity to fully understand the human spirit, as Chris Feeney mentioned in his remarks. We remain a mystery to ourselves, and this is not a mystery that we can ever solve. This is the case because it is in mystery that we encounter God. Indeed, as the great Jesuit theologian Karl Rahner puts it, God is simply the name for the unfathomable mystery which lies beyond all accessible and definable reality. Further, we know that this mystery, which lies beyond all that is accessible and definable, is gracious and loving. Again, our graduates testify to this fact today as they have educated themselves for the future. That is, that they face the future and their lives with hope. We invest ourselves in the mystery of our lives because we trust in the essential goodness of our lives. I hope that my theologizing has helped restore some faith in the possibility of unconditional love and how we might think about it and so find it. The Protestant theologian Paul Tillich has defined faith as the courage to accept acceptance. I hope and pray that your education at Loyola College, in all its dimensions, inside and outside of the classroom, has given you that courage to accept acceptance, that courage to accept the unconditional love that is at the core of the mystery of our lives. It will make all the difference. Finally, I want to thank the Loyola College graduates of 2009. We arrived at Loyola College together, and you will always have a special place in my heart. Like many of you, I was unsure back in the late summer of 2005 of whether I was up to the challenges of the next 4 years. And as we have grown together, I am deeply, deeply grateful for the trust, respect, and, dare I say it, affection that you have shown me, even in those times when I made decisions that did not at first sit easily with you. I am fiercely proud of the class of 2009. Another great Catholic novelist, François Mauriac, once wrote, "We are, all of us, molded and remolded by those who have loved us. And although that love may pass, we remain nonetheless their work." You have invested your love and your extraordinary talent into this community of scholars, and we are better for your presence among us. We, on our part, are committed to keeping Loyola College a university that you can be proud of, just as we are confident that you will make this college proud of your accomplishments in the journey that lies ahead of you. As we part, know that I pray that each of you will experience every blessing, and I wish you Godspeed.